and welcome to Focus on FCT as we highlight policies and programs of the FCT administration, all geared towards making Abuja take its rightful place in Committee of Nations. I am Mariam George Jitubo. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has commenced the inauguration of 30 infrastructure projects within the city center satellite towns. This is to commemorate the 3rd anniversary of President Bola Tinubu's administration. First to be inaugurated was the 2 main carriageways of the Outer Southern Expressway from the Ring Road 1 to Ring Road 2 junction. Next was the inauguration of the Arterial Road N5 Obafemi Awolowo Way from Life Camp Junction to Ring Road 3 in Daffy districts. Also in the week under review, the expressway from the airport junction to Kuje town was also opened for the motoring public. These and more after the timeout. Do stay with the program.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory are hereby alerted to the activities of scavengers, also known as Babambula, which security agencies have identified as a high-level security threat to not only the residents but also to our infrastructure as they perpetrate petty stealing and acts of vandalism on public utilities. More so, they are drug peddlers, serve as spies to terrorist elements, and are ready-made tools for the public disturbances during which they attack people with dangerous weapons. The Federal Capital Territory Administration therefore reiterates that the ban on scavengers aka Bababula operating within the Federal Capital City is still in force. These miscreants are advised to stay off the streets of the Federal Capital City for their own good, as defaulters will be apprehended and prosecuted, including parents of underage children involved in these practices. Relevant agencies are carrying out enforcement of this ban as stipulated. Be law-abiding always. Let's together build the FCT of our dreams. Management announcer.
Now open for the motoring public are the 2 main carriageways of the Outer Southern Expressway from the Gudu Cemetery to the Kabusa Junction, which are a dream come true. President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, described this infrastructure development as a major step in enhancing transportation and connectivity within the territory. He commends the FCT minister for his precision in ensuring timely completion of the project.
Elections will come and go. Elections will never be our end. We will see the end of election. Election will never see our end. So I want to encourage you all and encourage Mr. President to keep doing this good job and never be distracted by people who are bent on causing confusion in the polity in order to give a wrong impression. Anybody who comes here to see this will know that this is wonderful in the sight of man and in the sight of God. So I will say congratulations to Nigeria, because FCT belongs to Nigeria. So Mr. President has sent me to do this small address that on the commissioning of these main carriageways of the Outer Southern Expressway, OSEX, from Ring Road 1 junction to Ring Road 2 junction at the OSEX Wasa Road, Abuja, this Tuesday, June 9th, which is my wife's birthday, 2026. He's delighted to be here with all of you to commission these main carriageways of the Outer Southern Expressway, which I said we must find a name for it, from the Ring Road 1 junction to the Ring Road 2 of the Federal Capital Territory. And I also want to commend the minister for thinking of the mechanics that occupied this area, which made it impossible for people to pass. I'm sure even the mechanics will go home and tell their children they are also voters, and tell their wives that yes, indeed, government is working. Government is working. Wike is working. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is working. The APC administration is working. Come and see. When we took the oath of office, this is from the president. When we took the oath of office to lead this great nation, we did not promise shortcuts. We promised hard work. We pledged a renewed hope that is tangible and visible, hope one can feel and drive on. What we are doing today goes far beyond laying asphalt or mixing concrete. We are paving the way for a brighter future. Infrastructure is the lifeblood of economic growth. If you want to unlock a city's potential, create jobs, and make life easier for the market woman and the market man. The corporate worker must have easier life, and the industrialist must have a road, must have a bridge to move in and out in order to produce goods, and that is by building good roads. We inherited the Outer Southern Expressway. In June 2024, we commissioned the first stage from the Villa Roundabout to the Ring Road 1 junction, including its interchanges. By last year, 2025, we opened the 15-kilometer left-hand service carriageway. I have said before, we do not start projects to abandon them. No, not with Mr. Projects. The era of uncompleted projects in the FCT and Nigeria is gone. That era is gone. We shall finish what we have started, and we will also finish what we did not start. Today we take the next logical and significant step forward by commissioning the main carriageways of the Outer Southern Expressway, stretching from Ring Road 1 junction to Ring Road 2 junction. Beautiful as it is, undertaken with precision, with quality and standard, to the glory of God. I thank you all, and may God bless the works of our hands, bless the FCT administration, bless the Federal Capital Territory residents, and bless Nigeria in general.
The Outer Southern Expressway OSEX project was constructed in stages, culminating in this latest inauguration. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, instrumental in overseeing the project's development, says it is a promise made and fulfilled.
Your Excellency, it may interest you to know that this is where we have Apo Mechanic Village. So many governments have made promise to the informal sector that they will move them out to a more comfortable area in order to decongest this road. All those have been empty promises. I'm sure those of them who carry out businesses in that village will today confirm that the promise Mr. President made to them when he started inaugurating projects in First Stadium. We did say every project we inherited, we are going to continue with it and finish it. That's the essence of leadership. One of the criteria of good leadership, there must be political continuity. Continuity of projects initiated by other administrations, not just projects initiated by you. And this administration has shown, and I can tell you, since 2023, that Mr. President inaugurated us as ministers. If we want to be conservative, at least 80% of projects that we have completed are projects initiated by various administrations. That is leadership. Some people would have said, there's no need for that, let us start our own. But Mr. President understands that These projects are projects that are to do public funds, and government being a continuum, we cannot abandon projects littered around the entire FCT. Today we are happy that these projects have been completed. And I can tell you the promise we made to our pro mechanic shed, one of the projects that we commissioned this study will be that we have not fully provided infrastructure for the informal sector where our pro mechanic shed will move to. We have provided that place, provided infrastructure, provided water so that they can move to, and keeping to the promise of Mr. President.
Stakeholders described the OSEX as Abuja's crucial transport backbone, designed to link the city center with expanding districts, thereby improving urban mobility. In a related development, President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, has inaugurated a newly completed road that stretches from the Life Camp Junction to the Ring Road 3 in Dafe district of the city. The president says the project signifies a move towards improved infrastructure and service delivery, maintaining that his call for tax compliance echoes broader efforts of the administration to enhance government revenue to fund essential public services.
Infrastructure is the measure by which every civilized nation announces its seriousness. And no capital can carry the weight of national ambition if its outfits are blocked by neglect, excuses, and abandoned promises. This is why we will never rest until we have made the Federal Capital Territory not only a functional seat of government, but a capital worthy of our federation, our growing population, and the dream that brought Abuja into being. This day is another assurance of our promise to build a city fit for our demographic expansion and our national ambition. There is no doubt that the road infrastructure in Abuja today is far from what we meant when we took charge. There has been no break, no pause, and no retreat in the construction and rehabilitation of roads we inherited. That is why we have ended the tradition of abandoned projects and restored faith in the power of government to finish what it starts. So today we are back. We are here to close the cycle. We are here to commission the Dafe district section of Arterial Road N5 from Life Camp Junction to Ring Road 3. We did not inherit this section from previous administrations. We conceived it, funded it, and delivered it. It was awarded to Julius Baja with a strict 15-month deadline and blocked up in October 2024. In the past, projects like this became permanent budget items with 10 or 15 years of excuses. Under this administration, that era is over. The Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Nyesom Wike, has indeed earned his place as the engine of execution, a man under whom excuses have lost their hiding place. The Honorable Minister has shown what happens when political will meets accountability. We fund projects to see results, not to hear explanations for failure. I also commend Julius Baja for marching speed and with world-class engineering and for treating this assignment with the seriousness it deserves. My dear residents of Abuja, this road is an economic artery. For too long, Life Camp Junction was a daily test of patience. Every morning and evening, hard-working Nigerians lost productive hours in gridlock. And on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, it is my singular honor and privilege to commission the Dapo district section of Arterial Road N5 to the glory of God and the benefit of all Nigerians.
FCT Minister Nyesom Wike discloses that the road was conceived, funded and delivered by the present administration, describing it as renewed hope in action.
Your Excellency, it is important to put on record that June 2024, when we had the first year anniversary of the Sir President, Your Excellency, we took 9 days of commissioning of projects. Your Excellency, in the second year anniversary, we took 19 days. Your Excellency, to the glory of God, in this third year, we are taking 31 days of commissioning of projects. I want, on behalf of the Minister of State FCT and staff and management of Federal Capital Territory Administration, to thank the Excellency Mr. President and Mr. Vice President for giving us the opportunity to be part of this history, changing the narrative of development in the FCT. If we did not have that opportunity, it may be difficult for us to know what is made up in the Federal Capital Territory. We are happy to associate ourselves with you that indeed the Need Hope agenda is working in the FCT.
Stakeholders are optimistic that the project will open up the development of Dafe District, ease traffic, and as well as improve connectivity. Also in the week under review, President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, says the inauguration of the long-awaited FCT Highway 105, popularly known as the Kuje Expressway, marks a significant milestone in the administration's renewed hope agenda. The president stated this during the inauguration of the project. He emphasizes that the road's completion signifies a departure from the era of abandoned projects.
Today, we are not just commissioning a road. We are keeping a promise. 3 years ago, we took an oath to serve you. We pledged to end the era of abandoned projects. Today, FCT Highway 105 stands as proof that we keep our word. And let me be very clear. The present administration does not inherit problems to abandon them. We inherit challenges to solve them. To appreciate the significance of this moment, we must recall why we started. This road was awarded in 2022, but little progress was made. It became a symbol of frustration, gridlock for businesses, drought in the dry season, and mud in the rains. Therefore, when I appointed the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Nyosem Wike, I did so because he delivers. While there were delays, we brought political will. While there were obstructions, we paid compensation because we respect the law and value progress. Beyond the concrete and asphalt, this project speaks to a larger vision. The renewed hope agenda is not just for the city center. True democracy must be felt at the grassroots. It must be felt in Kuje, and the commuter coming from or going to Kuje must feel it. Every Nigerian must feel it. This 6-lane dual carriageway we are commissioning today is indeed a game changer. You no longer have to endure the suffocating bottleneck that once characterized the Kuje Airport Road axis and the lost man hours. Now we are giving you your time back, and time is money, and we are putting that time back in your pocket. More importantly, we are opening up our satellite towns. Abuja cannot grow if only the city center thrives. With this road, we decongest the city, lift property values, attract investment, and help our farmers move their produce to markets without delay. This is how you build an economy from the bottom up. To the people of Kuje, thank you for your patience during the construction. Thank you for believing that change was possible. In the same vein, I commend Arab contractors. You have delivered this road to international standards. And to the FCT Minister, Barrister Nyosem Wike, We have proven once again that when we give a task to a performer, the results speak for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, let me use this opportunity to reassure the good citizens of this country that will not stop here. Across Nigeria, from the coast to the Sahel, we are laying the foundation for lasting prosperity. We are building the roads, the railways, and the institutions that will sustain generations to come. However, the government cannot do it alone. Development is a partnership. To sustain this progress, I urge every resident, business owner, and developer, pay your taxes, clear your ground rents and land peace. Your civic duty gives us the resources to replicate this success in every satellite town. I conclude by appealing directly to our traditional rulers, community leaders, and the youth of Kuje. This road is yours. Guard it. Protect the street lights, the drainage, the walkways. Do not allow vandalism. Do not turn it into an illegal market or refuse dump. If you see anything or anyone destroying it, report them. Protect what we have built, and it will serve your children for decades to come. On this note, and with gratitude to Almighty God, it's my singular honor and privilege on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR to commission FCT Highway 105, the airport expressway to Kuje Township Junction, for the service of our people and for the good of humanity.
FCT Minister Nyesom Wike is optimistic that the newly upgraded highway will enhance the socio-economic fortunes of Kuje and its environs, attributing the success story to the shared commitment of the president.
What we did to assure them that this Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration feels for the people, and that's why we have what we call the Living Hope agenda. What is the Living Hope after all? Hopes have been lost. I don't think the people of Kuje ever believe that they will ever interface with government, that they will ever see development come to Kuje. So their hopes were all gone. There was nothing like all hope again. But to the glory of God, with the president and your humble self coming into power, is giving back the Kuje people the hope that they have lost.
The 8.6-kilometer road is a 6-lane dual carriageway. This is where we draw the curtains on Focus on FCT this week. Keep a date with us next week, same time, same station. Be vigilant and report suspicious activities around you. Goodbye.
Lost its color? We're here to bring it back. FC Barcelona and 1xBet. Color your game.
In the hearts of Durhami, Abuja, where calm meets convenience, stands Sentinel Apartments and Suites by Stephanus Hotel Limited, crafted for modern living. Step into elegance, comfort, and thoughtfully designed spaces that feel like home. Spacious apartments, premium amenities, secure surroundings, and warm hospitality. Sentinel delivers more than a stay. It delivers an experience. Located at Plot 709, Sentinel Crescent, Durhami, Abuja. For bookings and reservations, call 081 87174011, 08162325353, or 07077652927. Sentinel Apartment and Suites by Stephanus Hotel Limited, just like home.
Has the game lost its color? We're here to bring it back. FC Barcelona and 1xBet. Color your game.